Welcome back to a brand new Clash Royale video, guys. My name is Chief Pat, and today we're going to be hopping into the next episode of our Let's Play Clash Royale series, where, as you can see, we are still a beginner level 6. We've got plenty of cards to upgrade, and inside of the last episode, I asked you guys which cards I should upgrade inside of my deck, because I think I have like 11 or 12 that I can do, and I got a lot of great responses, some of them extremely troll, like the one guy who told me to upgrade my mortar that had like 500 likes on it, but probably the best comment and the comment that made the most sense was just to upgrade the cards that I continually use inside of my deck. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I got enough cards to upgrade my bomb tower, which is the most OP defense inside the entire game right now. It's so obnoxious to deal with, so I definitely recommend that you guys use it. So I'm just going to keep upgrading cards I use in my deck. I know that I didn't upgrade the skeletons right there because honestly the skeleton upgrades do little to nothing, especially only one level. But let's go ahead and hop into a couple of battles with our new level 4 bomb tower, starting off against Superbad, who is a level 7, and take a look at this shove down the lane. You can see how I placed my Valkyries as well as my Prince. I had the Prince shove the Valkyrie down the lane, which was pretty epic. And then take a look at this extremely valuable fireball where I was able to hit both the Barbarians as well as the Spear Goblins, giving us a ton of value. And overall, we've started off this battle with a bang. So only 739 HP left on that top left tower. So we're just going to sit back on defense, get ready to play our bomb tower to see what he does. And of course, he plays his bomb tower on his side of the map, so that's going to be extremely annoying to deal with throughout the rest of the battle. Okay, so Minion Horde goes down. That's actually a pretty effective card, seeing as I already used my Fireball. So that's going to go ahead and go down right now. He plays a poison spell. That might kill my Musketeer, but honestly, maybe a little bit of a waste. He probably could have just dropped something right on top of my Musketeer and killed her as soon as she crossed his side of the map. But still, let's go ahead and prepare another push. I actually went with the multi-touch right there. I was using 2 fingers on my iPad. If you guys didn't know, this game does have multi-touch enabled. But he hits me with the skeleton army, which I definitely wasn't expecting, and something I'm going to have to look out for the rest of the battle. Now, of course, rather than waste my Valkyrie, let's go ahead and drop our own skeletons, as well as finally we can use our Valkyrie right here to kill this Musketeer. So pretty good stuff. Might be able to get a little bit of push down this lane, following up with our Musketeer. But again, another bomb tower is going to stop us right in our tracks and give us a little bit of trouble cracking through to his tower. The bomb tower is just so unbelievably tanky. I can't believe that it's still this tanky inside of the game. I'm sure within the next balancing update that they do, that they'll probably touch on that, probably touch on the mortar, probably touch on the free spell. I'm sure there's a ton of cards that I could name right now that need a little bit of a nerf. And as soon as I drop my Hogger right there, of course he had his Minion Horde prepared, which was a little bit unfortunate. We're going to go ahead and fireball that down. He drops a poison spell onto our Barbarians. Skeletons should help out with the Spear Goblins right here, while our Barbarians are getting shot down. 2 Barbarians going down the right-hand side, and we are just trying to find a way to get to the left-hand side of the map and crack through this bomb tower that's been giving us so much trouble inside of this battle. Now, of course, I don't want to be full on elixir, so just spamming a couple of troops in the back. Prince is going to go down right now, and as you can see, preparing a huge fireball right here. I'm going to drop it onto the Barbarians as well as the bomb tower, but of course he does have his Minion Horde, making that actually a pretty terrible play. I wanted to get some damage off on his tower, but unfortunately that wasn't able to happen, and yeah, that made it so the Minion Hordes went absolutely crazy, and the Musketeer is going to be unchecked on the right-hand side. So take a look at that Musketeer damage, taking my tower down to 1008 HP. So we definitely have to be a little bit more wary with our Fireball, and as soon as he's dropping his Barbarians right now, I decided to do it one more time. I got a little bit greedy. Let's go ahead and play those on the Barbarians, see as he follows up with the Minion Horde. I'm just trying to Fireball him down at this point with 48 seconds left, and I just have to be worried about that Minion Horde. As long as I keep my Musketeer in my deck, I'm going to play it right now. This is really the only counter I have left to the Minion Horde. So let's see if he plays it. If he played it down the left-hand lane right now, I'm pretty sure that I might lose the game. But still, gonna protect our Valkyrie, or sorry, our Musketeer right there. But finally, we've cycled back to our Fireball in time to where we can take him out right there. Prince is gonna charge down the left-hand lane with a little bit of help from that Musketeer right there. Hog Rider's gonna go down as well. And take a look as this Hog Rider starts skipping its way through. It's gonna avoid the Barbarians. It's gonna avoid the bomb tower and eventually lock on, bringing it down to 7 HP. And with 7 seconds left, we're gonna cycle all the way back to our Fireball, giving us the 1 crown to 0 victory, and somehow, some way, we crack through that bomb tower defense. So if that battle right there didn't show you how hard it is to get through a bomb tower, I don't know what will. We really just made that initial push in the very beginning. We were able to fireball him twice on his tower, I think. maybe 3 times actually, plus 2 hits from our Hog Rider to finish him off. But overall, a very hard fought battle. And let's go ahead and hop into another one where we're going to be facing off in the Royal Arena for maybe the first time ever on this account. I don't remember ever facing off in the Royal Arena, so this is definitely new for us. And unfortunately, we don't have our bomb tower to start this off, so we're going to have to start with some barbarians in the very back. Honestly, I wish I had saved those barbarians and gone for a push down the right-hand side, because dropping the barbarians right here, they're just going to get sniped down by these 3 musketeers. Overall, this is extremely sad right now. So we're going to cycle through our skeletons, we're going to cycle through our Valkyrie, and as soon as it's up, let's drop our Valkyrie on top of those 3 musketeers. Our prince is going to help as well, and yeah, somehow we were able to survive that, but that was extremely sketchy. But now we know what the win condition is for his deck. He's trying to use his 3 musketeers, he's trying to use the rage spell, and honestly, if he doesn't have a tank for those cards, I think we should definitely be in business and should be able to reach his side of the base, especially if he doesn't have a bomb tower. Then we might be able to crack his defenses. Let's go ahead and start off with a musketeer in the very back to see what he plays. We're going to play our own bomb tower in just a second, which should be able to hold off the double prince push. And watch as I drop my skeletons to distract the prince right there. That's going to be able to make sure that the bomb tower lives a little bit longer. Musketeer is going to help out on those minions. And finally, we have time to go on a little bit of a counter push with our musketeer. We've got the Valkyrie right here. Let's go ahead and see what we can do. Okay, so Valkyrie and musketeer are down right now. I'm readying the fireball in my hand. If you guys don't ever have cards ready for when you're trying to battle someone, I definitely recommend that you do it just to see what they play. And it looks like he dropped his bomb tower, so that means we can use our fireball on top of the spear goblins as well as the tower, get a little bit more damage off. So we were able to chunk him just a little bit. Both towers are at 1600 HP, and he did reveal that he had the bomb tower. So again, that's going to be the most difficult thing to deal with throughout this entire battle. So let's make sure that we always have tabs on the bomb tower wherever it goes up. Of course, he put it on the left-hand side right now, so I don't have to worry about it if I go to the right. Here comes another 3 musketeer combo right there. And let's see what he does to follow those up. Now, of course, I am stacking up some elixir right now. We'll drop our musketeer to make sure we don't get capped out. Looks like the prince is making its way down. Skeleton will stop the prince in its tracks. And as the musketeers make their way through, we're going to play our Valkyrie. We're going to play our barbarians. Should be able to burn them down right there. And immediately, let's drop our Hog Rider to make a push towards the tower. Now, seeing if he has any elixir, it doesn't look like he does. Look at the Valkyrie just take everything out. The fireball did an amazing job as well. Musketeer's going to lock onto that left-hand tower. And as the prince gets a stab off, the tower is down to 862 HP, which means we definitely have a chance of pulling this one out. Of course, he probably has like 2 levels on all of our cards, but still should be able to have at least a little bit of success. Prince and the musketeer are going to make a charge down the left-hand lane. I dropped my Hog Rider in the back though, which was extremely stupid. I didn't mean to do that. It was just a little bit of a fail. However, fireball will kill those musketeers right there as our own musketeer charges down the lane. Hog Rider is going to get 1 hit off on that tower. And if you guys do a little bit of mult math, you'll realize that that tower is only 2 hits away from our fireball taking it out. Now, the prince is going to be raged, so we're going to drop some skeletons to help out just a bit. Prince is too busy worrying about the skeletons to actually deal with the barbarians right behind it. And as we push down the lane just one more time, the Hog Rider is going to go down, try to make its way to the tower to get a hit off, and it's going to do that. Fireball as well will finish off the game, and no bomb tower in sight. If this guy just kept spamming the bomb tower, I don't know if we would have been able to beat him, but since he didn't, we ended up stealing 39 trophies in this battle. Definitely the most trophies I've had in a single battle for an extremely long time. And yeah, another win against a level 8 on this account, and another crown towards our crown chest. Of course, if you guys didn't hear the news, inside of the next update, they're going to be doubling the rewards inside of the crown chest, which is really awesome. That's going to affect every single player. So definitely excited for when that comes around. Let's go ahead and hop into one more battle against Cheeser Dude from the Jungle Buddies, or Bunnies. And starting off with our bomb tower, we're really just waiting to see what he plays first. He's going to play a Spear Goblins. Bomb tower should take that out, no problem. And let's see what we can do to try to go on a counterattack. So looking at our hand, actually all of our cards aren't very good to play from the very back that we had in our hand right there, but skeletons will help out against that Hog Rider right there. Going on a little bit of a push, we're going to split our Prince as well as our Hog Rider just to test out what he has in his deck. Looks like he has both the Goblins as well as the Barbarians. We only got 1 Hog Rider hit on the right-hand side, so not very smart of us, to be honest. And as we play our Valkyrie towards the very center, we were able to lure all of his troops. That was actually pretty well played by us to make sure that we got both the Goblins and the Barbarians on that side. And we're just going to smack this Wizard down real quick, and that should reset the battle to pretty even. going into the rest of it. Okay, so barbarians are charging down the lane. He actually isn't going to play anything, and not playing anything for those barbarians. They're going to get at least a couple of hits off, but honestly, really not too much. But at least we've taken a little bit of damage onto his towers. But of course, the bomb tower drops in the very center of his base, making this another battle of the bomb towers. And I can't tell you guys how sick I am of seeing this card. Of course, I'm using it inside of my deck. I don't think it's a dirty card or anything. I just feel like it's extremely OP right now and needs to be nerfed for sure. But anyways, let's go ahead and cycle. We're trying to predict his Hog Rider right there. That's why we threw our skeletons right in front of our bomb tower, because as soon as he dropped his Hog Rider, we were going to drop our skeletons. There goes the Hog Rider right now. Skeletons are going to go down to try to take that out. Looks like the tower's helping out as well. I know he has a zap, so we have to watch out for that. Valkyrie's going to go down and smack up those barbarians. And honestly, we played that extremely well. We've got a Valkyrie in this lane. We've got the Hog Rider. We've got the Musketeer right here. And take a look as the Hog Rider shoves the Valkyrie all the way to the tower, getting a little bit of damage off. The Hog Rider is still going crazy on the left-hand side, and that tower's down to 720 HP going into the rest of the battle. However, this guy does have the free spell. We have to keep that in mind. And as soon as he reaches the tower, looks like the Hog Rider's going crazy. We drop our barbarians right here, but he is actually going to have that Hog Rider race right towards that tower, and we're going to have to go for a push on the right-hand lane. I don't want the bomb tower targeting my barbarians. That's why I drop my Prince to try to help out a bit. Fireball's going to go down on both the bomb tower as well as the tower, and that was actually a little bit of greedy of me. I used 4 elixir to basically just get a little bit of damage off against the tower. He's going to make a push with his Hog Rider, with the wizard, the barbarians, and his wizard. Actually, we weren't able to surround it with our barbarians, so it's going to get an insane amount of damage off. Looks like he's actually charging my tower right here, and before you guys know it, he's actually taking the tower down to 1300 HP. He has the goblins and the spear goblins going down the lane. He's actually cycled all the way back to the Hog Rider, and as I try to place my bomb tower to defend, I knew the free spell was coming. That's why I had to get that bomb tower down. Unfortunately, not in time, and he's going to end up beating us with the last second push. And the level 5 Hog Rider dominated our tower. So good game to Cheeser, dude. Pretty well played, especially in overtime. That waste of a fireball on the left-hand tower really did us in for the rest of the battle. But still, 3 extremely well-fought battles today. Every single one went into overtime. And I feel like this deck is pretty solid going forward into the future. So at this point, just going to keep collecting cards on this account. Keep upgrading as much as I can. I know I actually unlocked both the mirror as well as the poison spell while I was recording this episode, or before I recorded this episode, out of some free chests, so I'm definitely might incorporate those in my deck sometime soon. But yeah, that is pretty much going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you drop a like. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace out.